For those with good taste.
Hey, what is going on, everybody? It's your boys from For Those with Good Taste. I'm Matt. He's Lenny.
Hello, hello.
And oh snap, we got a special guest. Hence the special. What's up, D?
How you doing, y'all?
Doing all right, man.
Just shaking.
When'd you
What
get
up,
here?
playa?
Oh, you know, just riding through the neighborhood.
Oh, they'll let anybody in here these days.
Just hit the record button. This guy just shows up out of nowhere, pulls up a chair and a mic,
You know how I
and
do.
we are live.
Yep.
You know what I do, man.
We got quite a bit to cover today, gentlemen.
Yeah, this is going to be an electric episode of For Those with Good Taste Weekly.
Was that a Raiden reference? Literally 2 minutes into the episode?
Yeah, see how many electric references we can get in
Jesus.
here.
Talk about a dead giveaway. Well, we're going to be covering some Mighty Ducks. We're going to jump into some Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
Captain Insano also.
Ooh. Whoa, dude, take it
Ooh.
easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
And
On the
we'll
roll.
wrap it up with some Mortal Kombat. Sound about right?
Sounds all right. I'm ready.
Hell of a release weekend we had here.
It was quite the release. Wasn't it? Would you say that?
I enjoyed it. I
Yeah.
had a good weekend.
Do you actually watch Mighty Ducks, D?
I do not.
You don't. I didn't think so.
I almost got
Oh.
excited. I was like, damn, man.
Okay, so
If we could have 3 people
I
watching it, dude.
watch Good Taste Weekly.
I actually know a lot of people who are watching it.
Really?
Fortunately, yeah. Yeah, I have a few friends that are currently involved. Yeah.
Sweet. Well, hopefully they'll hit us in the chat.
Yeah, maybe. We'll
'Cause
see.
We don't know about them yet.
We'll see. I have noticed it doesn't seem like there's a huge generation of buzz online. There's no hashtag for Mighty Ducks Game Changers.
No.
Like I'm trying to start
No.
that. Let's get that going.
Anytime you make a post on Instagram, it's like less than 100 posts. It's like, God damn it. We're
And
not
it-
going to strike the
it's
match
all
on
of-
this one.
they're all
It's
ours.
It's
literally
just y'all,
all ours.
yeah.
Yeah, it
just
just
y'all.
does. Yeah.
We got a long way to go.
What is your why don't you? You just don't care?
I'm not. I don't care yet.
Okay.
I got a bunch of other stuff I'd rather watch at the moment.
Are you gonna watch the John Stamos basketball TV show?
Funny enough, bro.
You suck, dude.
I was
It's so
I was
crazy.
working on it. I was like, oh snap, John Samuel's got a basketball team.
We should have known hockey wasn't going to get any love in D's house.
Oh,
Yeah.
Seriously.
Shocker.
I'm sure that's fine because like I'm a Stamos guy. I like John
Come on,
Stamos,
who
right?
doesn't?
But
Come on, bro.
it seems a little like weird when I saw it pop up. I'm like, that just seems like it's probably the Mighty Ducks.
But the basketball version of the
Yeah,
Mighty Ducks?
like I don't know if you can flying V.
That's a
Can you
huge-
flying V in basketball?
You cannot flying V in
Pretty sure that's a
basketball.
travel.
Yeah.
Well, no, you gotta pass it, dude. They're like through the legs, pass it behind
Yeah, I
them
don't
and
know,
shit.
man.
Nah,
Illegal
it
formation,
work.
8-second
no,
violation.
That's not it, bro.
No, it's
a
like
whole bunch of
offsides
stuff.
or
Yeah.
something.
You can do a press. You can zone. Like, that ain't happening.
He
Well,
knows
maybe
all the
it's
ways
just
to
like
shut that
maybe
down.
Coach K. It's like the next thing that revitalizes his career at Duke. You know, it hasn't been a good year for him, so roll out the flying V.
Okay.
There's a reason no one's been rolling out the flying V.
Ever.
But in what you know about the show, and what you've caught from Good Taste Weekly, do you think it's a good show, or do you think we're just kind of hyping it up? Do you think?
If Lenny's excited about it, I think it's hype.
Okay,
The
that's
man
what I
who
wanted to
lacks
hear.
all emotion is excited about
Yeah.
something.
Mr. Neutral.
Yeah. If he's excited about it, I think it's hype. It's
Well,
all
how
hype.
many episodes are we in now, Len?
This would be episode 5 that just
Okay.
aired because they're one off of Cap.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
I
Okay.
must say,
Cap.
you gave a
You fucked me up. It says Cap on that screen.
I know.
right there.
I did that on purpose.
Yeah. Okay.
you gave a riveting recap when it was just you by yourself.
Dude,
Yeah.
it made you watch. You felt like you were
I
fucking there.
kind of wanted to watch it. I was like, oh, this is
I-
everybody's team.
Genuinely think
I'll
that
watch.
their ratings went up like 200%
Yo,
after
how-
Lenny's
yeah.
solo episode.
It was honestly, if anything, I probably spent a little bit too much time, but it was a good week for
Yeah,
that
you
show.
went off.
Man.
You went
It
off.
was a good show.
Well, let's start with that. So let's jump right into Mighty Ducks Game Changers. They had, I would say it was an interesting episode. Would you agree?
It's just a continuation of like Gordon Bombay's got game, and it's not all hockey.
Nice. I was gonna say Gordon
You're on a
Bombay,
roll
the
there,
creep.
bro. Okay.
Dude, he
Okay.
sets these up. Like he
Okay.
stays up till like 3
Yeah,
a.m.
I have a little- I have a little book.
He's like, I know.
I have a little book I write this in.
Okay, got game.
The Book of Gems. Coming out of this episode, what did you think?
I mean, like I said, it's just another one of those. If you enjoy Mighty Ducks, I think it's another good addition. We continue the process of building out the team and making, at least they give you about 5 people on the team to care about. My only gripe with that is while we've gotten good like character development, none of their actual skills are better. But somehow we're like winning. I don't know.
I don't know about you. Evan is apparently not sleeping and just training 24 hours a day.
He's filthy.
Because, dude, homeboy's dad came into the mix and he was like, yeah, you know what? I'm scoring 4 goals in like 2 minutes. It was insane.
I think they call it dangling, Matt. I think he was dangling on these kids.
That's not right.
That's
definitely not okay.
Hey, I'm gonna just be here to police
Soccer
this.
terms, dude. Not soccer, hockey terms. We need to find some hockey fans out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need some in here because you're dropping.
I don't know what dangling is
Can you
on kids.
save
but
me?
you just
save
said
me, Matt. Just
kid-
Google like
dangling
Urban
on-
I don't know if I
Dictionary.
want to get
Urban Dictionary dangling.
Well, see, that's the wrong place to do
I'm gonna
it.
make sure I type in dangling hockey because
what's the top thing, Matt?
dangles. It's not dangling, bro.
This is
Yeah.
two completely
He's
different
dangling,
things.
dude. He dangled on a hoe, dude.
3 minutes in.
And they're kids. What's up with you?
All right. Well, I will throw Lenny a bone here. He did state the last time that we reviewed this show, he was like, there's this theme here where at the end of the episode, they just magically pull off some type of amazing horse shit, and we're just supposed to be okay with it. This team has not gotten any better. They haven't shown any signs of getting better. While they were practicing, this kid left just to go hang out with his dad. So I know he didn't practice.
No.
And in the game, he decides to just pull out all the Wayne Gretzky skills and score 4 goals in 2 minutes. It was insane.
Is his dad a deadbeat dad?
Yes.
Well, deadbeat. Yeah, I mean, he has a good job.
Does he
isn't
have a
his
good
life-
job? No, dude.
Maybe he
He's
doesn't, no.
45 years old and he's chasing this rock band dream. And his highlight was that he was going to leave his kid's hockey game to go play at a college. So I don't think he's doing well.
He's
sir.
a deadbeat dad, bro.
He's a deadbeat
It's okay.
dad.
I mean,
It's okay.
Granted,
how would I know?
I was going to say, granted, the percentage to kids having dads in this room extremely low.
I have no idea what a fucking deadbeat dad looks like, dude. I'm not a pro on that. You know what? Can I say the one thing? I don't even mind so much that I still hate this fucking goalie. I hate this kid. I hate him. Last week I was like, okay, voice of an angel, dude. Like that's cool. That's a
Saw a little
redeemable
bit of yourself
factor,
in him.
right? Yeah, we are very similar in that way.
You hate him because he's not like the OG.
But
But he addressed that.
no, because like Goldberg, the difference with
I
Goldberg,
couldn't remember his name.
the difference with Goldberg, and my issue with this kid has nothing to do with the character. It's just that he doesn't actually try to save the puck.
That's his job.
His whole point, and he doesn't do it. And it's like the first episode, the whole reason they go and seek him out. It's stupid in retrospect.
He's got really quick reflexes.
Because he's like a good goalie in a video game. So like he's probably really good in real life. But then they go to his basement in the first episode and they're like throwing shit at him, remember? And he's like catching everything. But we never
haven't
saw
seen
him.
that.
He never used his legs. And that's the issue. Everything is knees down. He can't stop it because he won't drop down to the ground.
Is he fat?
Well,
He's a little
he's
wide.
a goalie in the Mighty Ducks. Of course he's fat.
It's a little wide.
Chubby.
He's widescreen. But to Lenny's point, a dangle is a variety of moves where a player dekes/fakes out a goalie or an opponent.
Wow.
So in this sense, he was dangling.
All
But I
over
don't
those
think
bitches.
saying dangling all over those bitches is not appropriate.
Oh, that's
Certainly
it.
not appropriate.
How about, Matt, also the fact that they recruit this girl the whole last episode?
Yeah.
What'd she do for him?
She didn't do anything.
She's not fucking good.
She wasn't even in the line, dude. I didn't even see her.
Yeah.
Don't
Like, I think
understand
she was
what
like, I have to do
happened.
homework. It's like, why are you even on the team?
I'm a little bit concerned that we're 5 episodes into the show and there's so many holes in every episode that when things finally do happen, you're like, I don't give a shit about that.
I think the thing is, Matt, that majorly it's just that we're 30 and watching the Mighty Ducks. And like maybe
With expectations.
yeah. Like it's probably just that we're a little too little.
Yeah, with
Like,
expectations.
Listen,
Like,
man, I listened to
5
the-
episodes in.
I listened to a grown man rant for an hour 10 on how good the Mighty Ducks was, and I have dedicated my
It's
life
like
to
24 minutes, dude. I lost my
Whatever.
voice. Trust me, I remember.
You got the time countdown. It was 24.
Yeah.
Bro.
I cut
I
the
cut
other video.
out about 40 minutes. I know exactly.
Yeah, you should have seen how many times I stopped. I was like, wow, you're just still talking about that?
Stop
How
going
long
in
is
on
the
this.
season?
It's 10
10?
episodes.
10
episodes. Yeah.
Which just leads us with the question, like, where the hell are we going with this? We get to meet
Cliffhanger, season
we get to
2.
meet Evan's dad, who's this deadbeat dad. Doesn't even want to be in his kid's life because he wants to just play rock and roll.
But
his
Gordon
whole life.
Bombay uses that. He dirty Max.
Oh, you know how much I hate a dirty
No,
Mac.
but in a good way. So he plays it, dude. Because what he does is the dad's about to bail on another one of the kids' games to go do this like big opportunity thing that he
At
thinks
a
he has.
college.
So what Gordon Bombay does is kidnaps his ass and brings him to the hockey game
And doesn't let him leave.
and makes him watch the kid play hockey. But the reason this is brilliant because he just uses it as a way to make him look better in front of the kid's mom so that Gordon can fuck the mom. He's like, look, I made the dad show up.
And she is eating it, dude.
Is she
She's
bad?
No, she's gonna
all
eat it.
Well, dude,
that won't be the only thing dangling.
Yeah.
Okay, you feel me?
For sure.
well,
You ever
don't fucking condone this, dude.
Have you ever seen Gilmore Girls?
No.
No, me neither. But you've seen like the cover, right?
You sure?
Remember when it came back on Netflix?
You
I
sure?
watch a lot of stupid shit, but like that's just never been one of them. The girls were kind of like, it was kind of hot mode in it.
Laura Graham.
Yeah, Laura Graham. You think she's like kind of? What else has she been in that I could use?
You
That's
know,
like the obvious, almost
you know,
obvious
you got to
thing.
show me
She's
pictures
been
of
in
white actresses.
Parenthood, which is a show on ABC Family.
That's.
I'm married, dude. I've
Yeah.
seen it.
We don't have kids, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to just look up Lauren Graham.
Yeah.
So
If you, I was about to say, I'm a visual person. I don't know a lot of people by name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just trying to Mack, and like, I mean, I think she's a cute lady.
Ah, come on, B. She is.
We respect.
That's the most up to date picture.
Yeah, that's
She's
her.
big
That's her,
trash.
that's
Are you
her
kidding
now.
me?
Bro, she's not that like.
Take it, dude. You need to. Take
She's
it
a
easy,
mom,
man.
dude.
Now that Laura Graham is a height. You can tell the years hit her.
Oh
though.
my god,
Jesus
I think you're being kind of unfair.
The years
now,
hit
too.
her. Wow.
I think you're being unfair to her. She's probably
Unfair?
She's probably close to 50, dude.
Dog, you don't act like you've never seen bad 50-year-olds.
We're-
This is a
again,
perfect example of how white
we
people
digress.
We're a podcast that respects women.
Laura Graham's doing great, and in this, she's way too good for Emilio Estevez. Let's be honest. At least this version of Emilio Estevez. This man is pretty much eating cake all day long and lives in an ice palace, and his car doesn't work.
Super competitive though. What were they doing? A wing eating competition. Yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
but dude, it only took wings and a bad dad to completely forget about the fact that you got to take this kid home at 9:00. They were out till midnight, dude.
Yeah, but you know how
It's bad
cool he
parenting.
looks to Evan, dude. Like
super cool.
like.
But he
Coach
was
Bombay
already
is
cool,
as
though.
shit.
He was already cool.
Yeah, but no, that's a next level, dude. And you made the dad look cool.
I don't know, man. Gordon Bombay's skating on thin ice.
That's a good one. That was a very good one. Yeah, so we don't have to stick around. This wasn't like the episode that changed the world.
No.
We got 4 left. I believe next week we get the return of the old Ducks, so we're gonna get a lot of
So we'll end it with this. The coach of the Ducks wants to talk to Evan after his amazing game, and he's going to be facing some dilemmas because his mom started this team for him.
He's a little bitch if he tries to leave.
Dude, I mean,
Fuck
he
him.
made Sophie leave.
Fuck him.
He made Sophie leave, and he's going to
Well,
leave.
exactly. That's where it's like a really grimy move. You made Soph leave, and then now you're over
And
here.
you gotta. This is the episode that might define your career, dude.
This is gang. I like this.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
You might want to check it out.
Yeah.
But
'Cause I want- if
that
he leaves for the
wasn't
team.
that wasn't the only bit of hotness that Disney Plus had served up for us this weekend.
It wasn't the most anticipated by any means.
No, I would say it was least anticipated.
Yeah. This next one up, though.
I don't even know what to call it. Could you call it the Falcon and the Winter Soldier now, and then we'll change it later?
Next season's going to have to be called Captain Falcon
Well,
and the
dude, they're
Winter
talking
Soldier.
about Captain America 4 already being
I've
in
seen
production.
that.
So
with the
that's-
same person who wrote this.
Yeah, which is pretty awesome.
Good bit of continuity to it.
Continuity?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Cool.
Yeah.
Not often that I'm the one fixing the words, but I just had to take that option.
Every rose has its thorn.
Thug Rose.
Every thug needs a lady.
Where are we going with this?
And every thug needs a down ass bitch, I think is the next
The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. First of all, incredible season finale. Would you guys
let's
say?
ask Steve because I don't think he felt that way.
Really?
You know the guy felt that way?
Nope.
Why don't
You
feel
had
that?
no kind things to say about this the last time we
Ooh,
spoke.
you guys had some beef on
We
it.
had beef.
Yeah, we
We
did
had
have
beef.
beef. We had beef. So unless he's changed his opinion or wants to come in and apologize to me real quick.
Let's talk about it.
But I don't get enough of those these days.
Today ain't the day either. You ain't get no apology from your boy.
Okay.
You got me fucked up.
Fair
So
enough.
let's.
So, I will take this stance though. I thought this was a phenomenal season finale. Aaron Mackey held it down.
Okay.
To me, that's why it was.
Hey, so and I'll let you keep going, but you know, one of the common themes, and I think you're gonna have a obviously more unique perspective than Matt or myself. You listen weekly. One of the things I've thought up until this point, and I thought last week was a good turn in the right direction, was kind of the heavy-handedness in the first couple episodes of, you know, like really focusing on like the cops pulling up and the way that the stuff with the bank, and it was just really heavy-handed. Did you feel the same way initially that I felt, and also coming out of the series, do you think that they held up to, if they were going to go that route, that they did it in a proper way and you came out of it like proud of the way they handled that message?
Definitely. I don't think that I've seen a Marvel movie, Marvel show that has kind of evoked that much emotion out of me.
Mm-hmm.
Phenomenal writing on that part, on that side. I don't know. I don't have enough good things to say about the season finale, truthfully.
I'm with you 100%. And obviously, like, the speech, excuse me, that Anthony Mackie gives at the end of the episode,
yes,
is just, it's moving. It's
powerful.
Obviously very,
very powerful,
current. It has a very current message to where we're at today in real world, and it also really works within the situation it is. It's a very Captain America speech, right? It feels
in
like
a completely different way.
Yeah, it feels
You know
like he's
what I mean?
speaking for the people, right?
Mhm.
And that's a really important thing. The one issue I took with it, I had one issue. What the fuck do you think of those goggles the whole time he was talking?
You know, buddy, that is my biggest. Like, this is so trash.
You
Bro.
should have had something
Yeah,
that attracted.
why didn't he say anything when they were like making it, dude? Like,
He didn't have any input in that.
you don't think that he could have been like, "Yo, fam, like, I'm loving the speech. You guys crushed it. You wrote a really good speech, but can't you just give me a button?" Like,
Take 'em off?
exactly, they just slide away.
Yeah.
Like, it just slides around to the back of
Yeah,
his
the
neck. or some
headgear
shit.
was just a little distracting.
How'd you
at
feel
times.
about it, Matt? You've been very mum on this.
Honestly, man, the message for me was extremely powerful. When you talk about emotion evoking, it for me, I think that while the speech was extremely powerful, I was more moved by the scene between Anthony Mackie and Isaiah.
Yep.
I had talked
Yeah.
about how much I love the dynamic between them two in the previous episode, and for me, you kind of just had this feeling like there was going to be something that he would do to really make Isaiah feel like this was an okay decision for him. He didn't agree with it, like him being a black Captain America and all that. To me, I thought they did a great job of transitioning from that speech to that moment where he's being acknowledged, but he's also not really being accepted.
Yeah.
And then they have the moment where they go to the museum.
I'm gonna get real deep. Pause for a second. And something that I dislike very much in shows is when, and I'm assuming here, so I'll even lead by saying that when writers, white writers, try to write for a black script, and it comes off as very whitewashed, like, oh, yo, brother, you should put this here. Like the scene where Anthony Mackie was first going to meet Isaiah, and then they brought up, oh, look, it's, the Black Falcon.
Yeah.
That, to me, that instantly says that was a black writer. Like, no one would have said, look, it's Black Falcon, and they had that exchange, and it's funny. Things like that throughout the show, that writing, all of those things encompass, like you said, the powerfulness of it, the emotion evoking, top notch.
Yeah,
Top notch.
It for me, I was thankful that it was consistent because Lenny and I had asked those questions. What type of message are you trying to send? What exactly are you trying to portray this character as? Are you portraying him as a black superhero? Are you portraying him as the next captain? Like, how are you going to take that dynamic and really give it a moment to shine? And I thought that was something they did really well. There were some things with just the overall how we got there in this season finale where some of it didn't stick with me.
Right.
And then some of the reveals, while they were great, they just lacked, I guess, enough to set me up for what's apparently going to be the next movie.
Right.
I think they set up a lot of really interesting things. A major crux of like mine and your disagreement on this series was, and I think I grew to agree somewhat more with you as the series progressed on, is it is a little heavy in terms of dialogue.
Yeah.
But I think that we need to look at kind of where it comes from, and that like Winter Soldier, like the movie, is considered to me like at least
Number one?
the best movie or
Marvel?
one of the best.
Yeah.
Right?
Hands down.
That movie is fairly dialogue heavy, I believe, as well. Like it's more because these are more political and like just they have to be set up a little bit more, and they're more entrenched in realism. I think a little bit more this series.
Yeah, and you almost felt like they were building because Iron Man was so much of the framework for what the series came out to be, but a lot of it starts with the Captain America and the Winter Soldier, and you get a lot of who these people are and why all of the movies that came after, why you're so emotionally invested. It starts with the heavy dialogue, and I think that while that's something that a lot of people didn't enjoy about this season or this series, that's what hit it right on the nail for me.
Right.
I thought that they didn't oversaturate the shows or the episodes with a bunch of action, and the action that you did get, it wasn't too far-fetched and it wasn't too much.
So, like you said, that was kind of my beef. I think it was more so coming off of the high of WandaVision. So I'll say those two things are complete opposites of it. WandaVision takes off really, really fast. You get everything really, really early, and then you start to kind of digress as you get to the end of the season. While I did like this season finale, I didn't think it was bad for WandaVision, but complete opposite with Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Super slow build up, and then the last two, fire from the jump. So I mean,
it's kind of a crescendo, right?
Yes.
Yeah. A lot of people didn't like 6 episodes. I thought it was an appropriate length. When something leaves you wanting more, that's not a bad thing.
For sure.
You don't need to overstay your welcome all the time. That's the thing that, like, you were talking about before we hopped on, like, props to the Marvel shows on Netflix. I agree. But one of the major flaws in those series were a lot of the times they felt like they overstayed their welcome.
I'll agree.
There was a little bit of
They didn't know how to get out.
There was a little bit of fat that could have been trimmed off of those that could have made them a tighter, better series. But what I was going to say is, like, you mentioned WandaVision, and one of the major takeaways at the end of the 6th episode I had was I really enjoyed WandaVision. But to me, WandaVision was more of an experiment of these characters and what things we could do with them. Mm-hmm. But it was very self-contained into that world. There were ramifications, obviously, that came out of it. Yeah. But it felt like that was really just an exploration into those characters, similar to what I think like the What If series is going to be that they're doing, right? Yeah. This one, to me, was more of an actual part of the universe, right? Like this gave you growth for 2 characters. It brought 2 characters from the background that are obvious B players for a very great part of the big build up in the first 4 like
they're accessories,
phases, right?
I might even say they might be JV. Like I don't even think
they were accessories this entire time.
They're good character parts, and and within the worlds that when they were in the independent Captain America movies, they can hold their own and they're credible actors. But when you put them in an Avengers movie, they kind of blend in to the background a little bit.
Now we care.
Right? Yeah, exactly. And this is what I'm saying. Like, you're going to get an Anthony Mackie led, like Captain America movie.
I'm here for
that's
it.
insane.
And what did you guys think about this? Like, you and I were talking about what was going to be in the box. Satisfied, dissatisfied? What did you guys think of the overall look? Aside from the goggles.
Overall excited. I thought it was very progressive. Progressive look. Let me not say I loved it. It was all right.
There's definitely a scene right after he's wearing it that he comes down from the sky and the lights like behind him and he comes down like an angel. And I was like, all right, like
that one. Oh, when he was carrying when he carried
his wings are like set up like that.
Yep. There it reminded me of like WrestleMania 25, Shawn Michaels, like all white getup.
This man automatically goes directly to
right. He's gonna get a WWE.
It was either that or I was trying to remember it was like the movie from the 90s where the dude was an angel. I don't know.
Angels in Outfield?
No, that's one of them. But Steve knows what I'm probably talking about.
Right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I think they did well with the suit. And I think that there was a heavy emphasis, I'm big on reading the little like Reddit threads, especially in the case of John Walker, where Wyatt Russell was getting so much hate. I was like, what the hell is up with people?
Good episode for him, huh?
And you want to talk about bringing back a character like, hey, we made everybody kind of hate this guy because of how well he did with this character. Turn over and let's give you U.S. agent. And you kind of I didn't love the way that the 5 minutes that he got where he kind of turns and changes his mind, but you can understand what they were trying to do with it.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little heavy-handed in like he has a decision to make.
Yeah,
but I do like the arc because I don't think anybody really predicted that. I kind of assumed that he was going to be a part of fighting against or stopping, and that's what it did initially start off as. But you did see, and it harkens back to Battlestar said to him, right? Like you're in the position you are because you've been in those situations and always made the right decision. And it shows that part of him might still be in there, but we don't really know what we're gonna get from Julie Louis Dreyfus. Thank you,
Val.
Keep
it simple.
I'm gonna stick with Val. JLD.
So it did answer the question. So we now understand that she is part of the U.S. government. The U.S. agent is going to be not what Captain America's supposed to be, but what they actually need. So if they do need that vigilante type, you do kind of get that
a little closer to like
who to holler at.
A little closer to Daredevil.
Yeah, right? Very similar. And the interesting part about it when we talk about the suit in those Reddit threads, a lot of people were like, "Does anybody notice that he doesn't have any white in his uniform, like the red, white, and blue?" With the flag, they say that the white is supposed to show integrity. So maybe they were trying to showcase something in that. When you look at Anthony Mackie's suit,
it's all white.
It's all so that it really kind of showed to his character. And when he's giving the speech, I felt like they really emphasized that. So interesting things done with the suit. I was okay with it. I thought the introduction and how like the helicopter scene, pretty awesome. I thought that he did really well in this overall episode.
Yeah. Last thing on the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, we got the big reveal post credit. Sharon has been pardoned, and we now know who the power broker is, right? Or we didn't. We knew prior to that.
We found out.
Did we see it coming? Were we all kind of figuring that's what it was going to be?
Maybe a minute before it happened.
Yeah, that's who I
like as stupid as that sounds.
No, I don't sound stupid at all. I'm on the boat with you.
No, okay. I legit had no. And then as soon as it's happening, and I see her, like, I started putting things together. I'm like, how has she always managed to be in the right place at the right time? Yep. She's always managed to shoot the person that needs to be shot. Like, there's always this lead up, and then the fact that she's the one staring down Carly, it was almost too natural between the two.
Yeah, I think though she had the most reason to be scorned by like she was in the situation she was. She's a person who, how does she have all this power when she would have been new essentially to where she is, unless she went and made big moves. So it would make sense that she's running shit. So I think there was some like hints to it, but it's not that I wasn't surprised, but at the same time I wouldn't have been surprised if it was completely out of left field and she's perfectly good. Yeah. So I wasn't like I was sitting there like I know it's her. It's just I'm like there was definitely a possibility that it could be her. And I think it's the right choice. Yeah. I love that she kills Carly because there's enough enough there that you're like, okay, or from Anthony Mackie's perspective, from Falcon's perspective, like, okay, that was the right thing to do. Yeah, that was probably the move. Yeah. She's justified in her actions. Yeah. I can give her a pass on that. And now she gets herself into a far more powerful position.
She's selling secrets now.
Do you guys think that she's going to now be the villain of either a season 2, or is she going to be the Captain America? Is she going to somehow be a villain in one of these major movies, whether it's Cap 4 or what?
What do you think, Dave?
I don't see her being able to carry a lead villain role for a whole season of a show, but I can see her playing a part in a movie more so.
You couldn't. So I think you're right, but at the same time, so like Fast and the Furious, right? Charlize Theron's character, I could see her being more of that, where it's like she doesn't have to be the one hand to hand fighting with these dudes and be like that type of big bad, but she's in a position where she can hire the ball frog, whatever, George St. Pierre's character. Yeah. She can basically manipulate a whole group of people. The Flag Smashers we know are still a thing. After this,
I think that's something that it's interesting that you say that, because I was almost about to say that we need like almost a demonstration of her pull, but as you're stating that she was able, we've gotten all that, right? Yeah. So I don't think her name's a power broker. No, well, what I mean is
boss ass bitch.
Yeah. When you see GSP make the realization that, oh shit, you're the power broker, like she's been able to pull all these strings and nobody knows who she is. I could see that not being the main villain in a movie. But I could see that being the reason why the bad guy or the good guys lose the upper hand, right? Like she's playing both sides, and in the moment that Bucky needs to trust her, he gets fucked over. So that's definitely going to be what happens.
That's got to be some type of fallout here. Is that she's going to screw them over at some point, and you're going to get that oh shit, you've been on the other side moment this whole time.
We don't know how deep it goes.
Yeah,
there's a lot of ways.
You don't know if there's still a chance that she comes back from it either.
I think she's gone.
She's all the way gone.
She's gone, bro.
Calling me optimist.
She said this. She said, "I don't renegotiate." Yeah. Bang, bang, smack, smack.
Yeah,
it's a gangster move.
Yeah, went in the courtroom, cried a single thug tear, and burned it back up. And walked out.
Pulled up the burner. Was like, "Yeah, we're on."
Yeah.
Secrets.
No, shit's about to be different.
Secrets, weapons, locations.
Ball game.
We're a go.
It was lit. It was lit though. It was a really good ending. I like the post credit.
For those with good taste.